Daniel Negreanu is looking down on King-Queen offsuit. The table is four-way after Tony G opens, and Viffer, Negreanu, and Scott Seaver all come along. That matters because equities flatten in multi-way pots. Single pair hands lose value while nutted, and draw heavy holdings gain. Tony G's range from early position in this lineup still contains suited connectors.
There's room for everyone to keep improving.
I mean, the way you guys all play, there's certainly tons of room.
Yeah.
Scott calls.
I'm going to go with an old Hellmuth trick. Watch this, gentlemen. Check in the dark. How do you fade that? Seriously. Check in the dark. I don't even want to see what's coming.
Checking through is revealing. On this texture, the pre-flop raiser has a lot of one pair and gut shot combinations that dislike being raised by three players.
See how that worked? Because if I wouldn't have done that, they would have been more scared. My turn, right?
Daniel's still open-ended.
Did you qualify?
Yes. I've qualified pretty comfortably at this point. Question is, how much do I want to put in there?
You checked.
No, I'm not. I'm not, for sure.
He's not checking?
Yeah. If you're folding any bet, you can just do that now. I'm going to put in...
The turn is the 7 of spades, a huge card for Tony G's side of the range, and a bad one for capped checkbacks. Negreanu leads $3,600 into the field, a small sizing that targets folds from the Broadway airballs, and denies equity to Queen 9, 9-8, and the club draws. Scott's call with Queen Jack keeps dominated queens in, but the raise from Tony G to $14,000 is the pivotal data point. After a street of passivity, that raise is heavily weighted to value.
If I win the pot, I'll give you your money back.
Negreanu's call with King-Queen looks ambitious only if you ignore blocker logic. He removes the queen that completes Tony G's higher straight and retains outs to the ace or 9 to make his own. Scott correctly recognizes he's in kicker jail and releases.
Wow, that was a big sweat.
Took a long time. That speech really got him.
He made a big laydown just now.
The river is the 9 of diamonds. Range-wise, it's a dagger for Tony G. His made straight from the turn remains a straight, but Negreanu's King-Queen now upgrades to the higher straight. When Negreanu fires $35,000, the story is polarized between exactly that high straight and bluffs that bricked clubs or random Queen X that tried to push Tony G off a one-pair hand.
Are you also offering my $4,800 back if you...
Tony calls and Daniel wins a $100,000 pot.
I had the nuts on the turn. Wow, well done.
Vanessa is looking down on ace-jack offsuit. Pre-flop is a quiet trap that Vanessa sets on purpose. Antonio opens the button light, which Vanessa flat calls from the small blind and Shaq completes. By not 3-betting, Vanessa keeps both dominated aces and splashy suited connectors in. Multiway, in position on Antonio and with Shaq behind. Ace-Jack plays beautifully. She wants exactly this kind of pot. That's top pair, top kicker for Vanessa on a very wet texture. Instead of checking to the raiser and risking a free card or a check-through three-way, she leads $165K. It's a protection lead that charges every draw and worse jack. Shaq's hand is the textbook, raise the donk, candidate, pair plus clubs plus straight equity. He bumps it to $400K, telling a story of strength while leaning on fold equity plus a ton of ways to improve. Vanessa just calls. No reason to blow up the pot against a range that includes bluffs and dominated value. And if she 3-bets, she mostly isolates the strongest stuff or gets shoved on by draws with tons of equity. Flat keeps the leash tight. Turn pairs the board. That card quietly helps Vanessa more than Shaq. Sets are less likely now. Her jack stays very live, and a bunch of Shaq's pair-based value gets neutered. He still has all the draws, though.
All in.
And Shaq shoves!
I call.
Vanessa calls! It's a 10!
That was not supposed to happen.
Daniel Negreanu is looking down at King Jack suited. Pre-flop begins with a strategic skirmish between two legends whose history at the table spans decades. Barry opens the action to 1,400 holding Queen 8 suited. While this is a somewhat speculative open, Barry often uses these suited gappers to balance his range. Negreanu, sitting in position with King Jack suited, decides that Barry is opening too wide and puts in a 3-bet to 4,500. Negreanu is using his small ball philosophy to seize the initiative and force Barry to play a bloated pot out of position.
About $1.50 or so.
Barry wants to make sure Daniel's got enough to make this call worthwhile.
Barry, unwilling to surrender to his longtime rival and holding a hand that can flop reasonably well, makes the call. The flop falls a texture that is heavy with potential, but creates a massive disparity in actual hand strength. After Barry checks his top pair, Negreanu fires a continuation bet of 5,500. He is semi-bluffing, knowing that even if he is called, he has numerous ways to win the pot on later streets. The turn brings the 5, a complete brick that changes nothing regarding the hierarchy of the hands. Barry checks for a second time, sticking to his defensive line. Negreanu now faces a critical strategic fork in the road.
12-5.
If he checks back, he takes the free card but surrenders the story he has been telling. To maintain his aggressive narrative and maximize his fold equity, Negreanu fires a second barrel of 12,500. By betting here, he is representing a premium overpair like pocket aces or pocket kings, trying to force Barry to fold a weak queen or a 10. Barry, however, remains skeptical. The river is the 4, a card that essentially represents the end of the line for Negreanu's draws. However, the story he has told is incredibly strong. He decides to empty the clip, firing a massive third barrel of 32,500. This is a highly polarized wager. He is either sitting on the absolute nuts or a complete airball. He is putting Barry to a final, expensive test.
Bet 32-5.
Daniel bets 32,500 and Barry calls and wins.
Big as it gets. Yeah. I almost gave up and was like, what the hell? How can I just check that hand?
Helppi is looking down at ace-king suited. Pre-flop, this is the classic Finland on Finland friendly fire set up as a quiet cooler. Helppi opens absolutely standard with stacks this deep. Sointula finds pocket aces in late position and 3 bets to 12,000, also totally routine. He wants value from all the big Broadway hands and pocket pairs that will hate folding pre-flop. Helppi just calls, which is fine and probably best. 4-betting turns his hand face up and lets Sointula play perfectly. Flatting keeps Sointula's entire 3-bet range in, disguises the suited monster, and sets up a lot of future boards where Helppi can either represent big strength or actually have it. The flop comes a dream and a nightmare at the same time. Helppi's check is really good. His hand doesn't need protection, and he wants to give Sointula every chance to c-bet with overpairs or bluffs. The turn only makes things worse for aces. Helppi is still sitting on the stone nuts and checks again, continuing with his failed attempt to trap. Sointula's second check is basically him resigning to showdown mode. He beats all the bluffs but is drawing dead versus any club. Helppi finally reaches for chips and chooses 6,000. A classic please pay me sizing. It is small enough that aces without a club feel priced in, but big enough to matter. From Sointula's seat, this is actually a very foldable spot. He holds no club, the line never looks like a bluff, and Helppi's range has far more club combinations than his. But when you start the hand with aces, it is hard to hit the brakes on the river for such a small amount.
Pre-flop you.
Doyle Brunson is looking down at Jack 10 offsuit.
So we got a tough one. I heard about him before we started.
Well, how in the hell do you play 20 games at once?
Pre-flop begins with a wide-ranging confrontation that sets the stage for one of the most explosive board textures imaginable. Mosseri initiates the action with a loose open to 1,200 holding King 2 of hearts. Kalakanis, rather than 3-betting to define the field, chooses to just flat call, a deceptive move that disguises the strength of his pair but allows the pot to remain multi-way. Brunson, sitting with Jack 10 offsuit, finds the price too good to pass up and calls from the blinds. The flop is a disaster texture that hits every single player in a significant way. Brunson has flopped top 2 pair, holding jacks and 10s. On almost any other board, this is a monster. But on this specific coordinated runout, it is incredibly vulnerable. After Brunson checks his 2-pair to trap, Mosseri leads out for 3,000, seeking to realize his equity or buy the pot. Kalakanis, realizing the board is dangerously wet, raises to 13,000 to protect his set.
What is it?
The action returns to Brunson, who now finds himself in a high-stakes psychological puzzle. Facing a lead and a raise, Brunson realizes that his 2-pair is likely behind a set or a straight.
Come on, we deal 3 times, Abe.
Good, huh?
Yet the Brunson stubbornness kicks in. He decides that the best defense is a relentless offense. He executes a massive 3-bet to 83,000, effectively putting his opponents to the test for their entire stacks. He is representing a straight or a higher set, attempting to force folds from draws or weaker-made hands.
All right, I'm all in.
Moves in anyway.
You got more than 83?
Nah, probably not. I don't think so.
Don't think I can. Don't think I can lay this down. This will be the biggest flame out in high stakes history. Or it'll be absolutely brilliant.
I'm glad to see he's stalling. Don't you tell you what his snap calls?
Somebody have a set of jacks here? And somebody have a straight already? And queen already? This will be a sick laydown.
Sounds like 3 9s.
Wow. This is ridiculous if I lay this down.
You think you're gonna pick something up off of us by showing us the hand and telling us what you got?
No, I just was looking for some sympathy, actually. But apparently I'm not going to get any.
He folds.
Wow.
We had me crushed.
You had me crushed, too. You fold that, Daniel? What'd you have? You don't have ace-10 of hearts, do you?
No.
Good.
Oh, my God.
2-pair and
Oh, my God. Please, I got
now
it.
you want to see a heart, right?
Well, how many times do you want to run this?
3's good.
Let's run it 2. Let's run it 2 for simplicity.
It's up to you. I never argue about that.
Well, I know it's gonna be hard for you. It's gonna be hard for you to make a full house now.
You guys doing it twice, right?
Twice.
For the love of God, let it be a flush and a full house.
Tough spot.
Flush and a straight. Okay. For the love of God.
No, flush and a full house is what I'd like to see.
You want a jack? You want a jack to come on one, so you can feel real good about that.
I actually feel kind of bad about this for some reason.
Why?
I don't know.
Because you feel bad about getting him out of the pot?
I don't know.
Yeah, thanks, Doyle.
No, I mean, I feel bad about the results.
I feel terrible about the results so far.
Abe has held over me too long.
Oh, stop it. You've held over me.
Yeah, right. Boom.
First run, 4 of diamonds.
One more blank, then it won't be so painful. Boom. Yeah.
Abe makes a flush.
That's the boom.
Thank you, God.
Just like I figured.
I had the same hand come up on a TV cash game show, had the set of 10s. I folded. One guy had a bigger set, and one guy had the straight.
Wait, didn't you just criticize my fold?
It wasn't these players, and it wasn't this situation.
Wait, you do it?
I want to fold that either.
Oh, that was such a bad play?
It was definitely, it's one of those decisions where either way, it wasn't a big deal.
Right.
It's like if you fold, it's fine. If you call, it's fine.
Good for Doyle anyways. Sucked for me.
I'm feeling pretty good about it right now.
Now give us the queen of clubs.
Second run.
Queen of clubs?
Yeah.
All right.
Makes Doyle a full house.
Ooh.
It'll be a split pot.
Trying to get your money back on the third one.
I would be leaving right now.
How much did you take back here?
I took back all my money, man.
Even though Jason laid down the best hand, he would have lost both runs. The wrong laydown at the right time.
Good fold. Look at that.
But that is a good moan, Abe. I've held over you. You're that much superior to me.
Well, it was
Grounded me every time you come to town, but that's because you're better, so much better.
well, you know. I don't know, Doyle. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I'll let the results speak for themselves, buddy.
Phil Hellmuth is looking down at pocket tins.
100, 200, 300.
Hearing Phil talk about Alex, I kind of want Alex to felt him on this hand.
Pre-flop captures the absolute chaos of the creator game, where traditional poker logic often goes out the window in favor of ego. Mr. Beast, the YouTube titan known for his splashy style, opens the action to 1,000 with 9-8 offsuit. It is a loose open, but standard for his image. Tom Dwan calls, and then the action falls to Phil Hellmuth. Sitting with pocket tins, Phil decides to put an end to the nonsense immediately. He puts in a massive 3-bet to 13,000. This is Phil's signature play, an oversized raise designed to punish the amateurs and take down the dead money right there. However, Alexandra Botez, the chess grandmaster turned poker player, has other plans.
I want everyone to know that what's happening at this table is most certainly not poker. It's something far different, you know?
I like this game a lot better.
Call it addiction.
She makes the cold call, likely relying on the immense implied odds and the fact that she has position on the poker brat. This sets off a chain reaction. Mr. Beast and Dwan both called a huge price, creating a bloated four-way pot of over $52,000 going to the flop. Phil Hellmuth is now trapped in a nightmare. He has built a massive pot with a medium pair.
But it's rare we get all these people together in the same spot. We should enjoy it.
It is nice.
The flop falls.
The flush for Alexandra Botez. The rich get richer.
Hellmuth checks immediately. Phil's pocket tens have gone from a premium holding to a mere underpair. He is in survival mode, hoping to see a free turn card or get to a cheap showdown.
Raise to 50.
That is 50,000. Ridiculous. You know, if you did like 20, I probably would have called, but have fun with that.
Really? I thought you called everything.
What'd you call 13,000 with this time? King, queen offsuit or some shit?
Calm down.
Run it out. Let me see it. Yeah, of course.
Actually, I may have been too aggressive. That was my bad.
Dude. What the fuck is going on here?
Bill, I gotta tell you, I could watch this for like, I don't even know, a week straight.
She's gonna give it all to me. Let's call this some bullshit hand. What do you think?
But also, you were cool.
Can I play behind?